Satan Bowl, yeah. We set up on the bank. They go down that back section and run through the damn creek. That's a real jalopy race.
That was real racing back then.
Well, quite a few of them looked just like, you know, the tractors they built back then. Hoopy tractors. I remember one they went up that back stretch, and you go up a hill like that, and he jumped right over the freaking car, and yeah. $15, I bought a 37 Ford and went racing down to Fredonia where the gas company is right now. Mostly you kept on the small tracks around, and then we run them 100-lappers that they had over the state line. They run new stock, but then they run jalopies, 100-lap jalopies. I never won one, but I won second 3 or 4 times.
What made you decide to go from the jalopies to late model?
Because somebody had some money and they wanted to buy a car.
There's a guy named Dick Gilbert, Westfield. Car number 10 1/2.
Yeah, that was my number.
What? Why?
Just because somebody had an 8.5, and I didn't want no great big numbers, and I just said, I think I'd go down there with 10.5 on it.
What was Dick Gilbert's reputation as a driver?
I don't know. I run hard, and I'd fist fight it at the drop of a hat.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
You and your brother were known as tough guys.
Oh, I loved every
we asked
second.
Other drivers about you, they said, well, those Gilbert boys, you didn't want to mess with them.
Yeah. I'd fight at the drop of a hat right now. It didn't matter. Loved it. I kicked the shit out of the flagman right in front of the 4,500 people.
How did that happen? Give me the background.
Well, we had I was running, that was in a 100-lapper, and we had a nice 40 Ford. And it run really good, and I was going up through there, and I think Pepper Martin from Buffalo run over the left front wheel and bust the spindle off, and the car turned around and headed right into the corner coming out of one. And I couldn't get out of the car because there's so many, and the more the cars went by, the madder I got. When the flagman said the race was over, I was right over there, and I knocked him right on his ass right there. And then Jerry Franks come out, and my brother got him down the middle of the track.
When you dropped the flag, man, I think
Yeah.
they gave you a vacation.
Only a week.
Is that all?
That's all.
It was worth it, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They fired the flagman the next week.
It's true.
Is that right?
He was replaced.
I never started a fight, but I never backed up from one.
Sounds like you probably finished a lot.
Oh, lots of them, yeah.
Did you have much early success at Stateline?
Not really, because I didn't have enough money to spend. Changed it to a new one in '66, put new fenders on it, and a new roof and all that. And then I run that year. Then I quit running them for a while and went to, they started, that's when they started our class.
Hooligans.
Not hooligans, the other, semi-late. Semi-late they started them, and I went to them. Paul Wilson, yeah, Paul, I liked Paul real well. He drank more beer than 15 guys should.
Any good at beer drinking,
Oh, one of the best. Chuck Piazza. I remember he knocked the shit out of Pierce right over there in the pits that one night.
He has a drop jug?
Oh yeah, one punch, all done. The best thing I thought happened was between me and my brother Bob, we was for the last 5 laps of the 25-lap feature. We started dead last, him and I. And we went up through there, and I'm trying to pass him on the inside, and I can't quite make it. And for 5 laps, we run just like that, and he won the feature. I got out and shook his hand and walked around my car, and I went back there on the right rear. My tire didn't have nothing there but the thread and some air. That's all it was there of the back right tire.
If you were leading a feature race and you're on that last lap, who was the guy you least likely wanted to have on your tail? The guy you knew was just going to be mean about it or aggressive.
Yeah, Tom Dale was. He'd run right over you. It's Tom.
It's unbelievable.
He spun me out quite a few times, and I never did get close enough. I would have worked him over if I'd have got close enough. But I never did get close enough to. Snards was one of the good ones.
Really?
Really.
Tell us about
I
that.
watched him all the time. Every time he'd go into that corner, he'd give them that little extra shove, and they'd go scooting in there faster than they wanted. And that's how he done all that good passing. I think Ron Blackmore was one of the good drivers. Oh, 7/16. Mike. Yeah, I couldn't win the feature that night because I had won the one before. If you won 2 in a row, you had to sell them your engine for $500.
Oh.
And I shoved him across because his piston was freezing on the jug, on the wrist pin.
What was the biggest win, Dick? What was the one you say that's the
Oh, I won. They had 100-lapper open. They done it because I was winning me and Bob was winning all of the hooligan features and stuff, and they brought in an open invitational on a Wednesday night. Remember that, Bill?
I don't.
Yeah, and I won it. You should have been there.
100-lap hooligan race?
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, and I won it. Leonard, yeah, he used to put the cubic inch checker on me every time I got first, second, or third. And them guys never believed it. I had a 283 in there, and it measured every time. 278. Measured the same thing every time.
The Running Bear. What's that about?
That song "Running Bear" was out. That country
Yeah.
western, yeah.
And you put that on your car?
Yeah, we had a little bear hanging in the back window.
Is that right?
Yeah,
It's the old master.
master.
The old master.
The old
That's what he
master.
used to tell me. I'm the old master.